As president of PDMA, this is a special honor for me. Presentation of our PDMA Award for the Best of Visions, which is the best article published in our industry magazine, Visions, last year. It is the quarterly magazine PDMA publishes for practitioners on global innovation news and trends. This year's award today goes to U.S. Army Chief Engineer Portia Crowe, who is here with us this morning, along with her commanding officer, Colonel David Moore, Program Manager, U.S. Army Battle Command. Portia Crowe's co-author for the article was Dr. Robert Cloutier from the Stevens Institute of Technology, who was unable to be with us here today. These two authors wrote an article that explained how the U.S. Army used Agile to upgrade one of their major software systems, the Army Readiness Reporting System. This is a software system that evaluates and projects all supplies and personnel needed on a worldwide basis. This article provided a true inside look at how the latest techniques can enable an organization to upgrade systems successfully. We want to thank Ms. Crowe, her commanding officer, and co-author for being willing to share this information with us and show us how the technique can be used successfully in a particularly complex worldwide organization. Our readers benefited by seeing the sophistication with which this was handled by the U.S. Army. Let me welcome you, Chief Engineer Crowe and Colonel Moore. Please come up to accept this award.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, PDMA. Thank you, April Klimley, editor of Visions, and your staff for taking my geek speak and translating it to people, what people can really understand. Thank you for this award. I will bring it back. It is a collaboration with my team, so we're all very excited. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with Agile in a very traditional environment. We were able to provide great benefit to the warfighter, as well as to help my colleagues to also adopt Agile practices. One thing that I did learn is that it's about people, leadership, and collaboration. And leadership is why my boss, Colonel David Moore, is here today, because he really pushes us to create innovation inside our organization and as well as outside of our organization. So he's here today. Hopefully he'll say a few words, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The true challenge of any leader who has high power engineers is just finding ways to give them clear mission goals, a clear vision, and just frankly get out of the way. And let them perform to the best of their ability. And Portia is a classic example of how we can succeed doing that. It's no secret that we have been an army at war for 10 years now, and it's a fundamentally different enemy than we've had in the past. The picture of the Maasai tribesman could have just as easily been a picture of a Taliban on a hilltop waiting to detonate an IED with that cell phone. It is a technology-intensive fight, and traditional development models and traditional industrial deployment timelines do not keep soldiers alive. And so the methods that Portia was able to bring to a very critical process is keeping soldiers alive. And so we want to proliferate that and ensure that we can be as rapid as possible to meet the demands of our soldiers in the field. And so I'd like to again thank PDMA, Bob, and your staff for having us here and for recognizing the great work that we're doing. And in the end, it's about keeping our soldiers alive on the battlefield. And I would like you to just remember that, that this is not a process to a product, but the end state of this is a life, is your son, your daughter, your father, mother, what have you. And it is about giving them the best tools and equipment they can do to do their job, fight, win, and return home to their families. Thank you.